Heyo, this is Gabe at Security Baron, and what would you do with $20? Buy a cheap sweater, an expensive salad, or the Wyze Cam? Let's check it out. If you'd like to see a list of our favorite home security cameras, Google Security Baron Best Home Security Cameras. If you have a question about today's review, leave us a comment and I'll get back to you. Now, the Wyze Cam talks a tremendous game. You know, I'm actually starting to feel like Jackson 5 right before they signed with Barry Gordy, though I hope the outcome is a little bit more positive. And honestly, they say they have Amazon Alexa integration, 1080p video quality, two-way audio. Can all that come in a package that costs $20? Well, let's check it out. Before we jump into the Security Baron necessary features test, I just want to talk about the design of the Wyze Cam. Now, right off the bat, it's a really cute little nifty package. You got your typical black and white design. We've seen that a lot with cameras, but you want to note that there is a gray base at the bottom. And when you're looking at this cube-like design, you get real WALL-E vibes, you know. It's cute, like Disney-esque. And you'll note that you have a flush lens and camera on the front, so you don't have to worry about any protruding elements, and I think that really adds to its very minimal design. Now, when you look around the back, you've got your micro USB port, which is recessed along with the USB port and a speaker. So the speaker is here, and all of these elements are not really something that you note from any other side other than looking directly at the back. Now, this base really adds to the ability to rotate the camera, swivel, tilt, a lot of things that you can do. And it also comes with this really cool magnetic plate that you can place on the bottom with your trusty 3M adhesive and just put this anywhere. So it's gonna really fit in to your abode no matter what because of its flexibility. So all in all, just a really cute, nifty design with the Wyze Cam. Now that we've looked at the design of the Wyze Cam, let's run it through the Security Baron necessary features test. Here at Security Baron, we think that every security camera should have high definition video, two-way audio, night vision, local and cloud storage, smart platform integration, artificial intelligence, convenience, and value. Video quality is a necessary feature of Security Baron, and the Wyze Cam actually does very well here. It has 1080p crisp, high definition video. Now, it only does have 110 degree field of view, and we like to see 120 degrees at least, but it does really well, again, when you look at its 8-time digital zoom. So when it comes to the Security Baron necessary feature of video quality, we give the Wyze Cam full marks. At Security Baron, two-way audio is an important necessary feature, and here with the Wyze Cam, we're really glad to see that this little package comes with big audio. And by that, I mean it has two-way audio, so it can listen in and hear, and you can talk back to it. So if anyone's in a room, you can talk to them directly through the cam. So when it comes to two-way audio and the Wyze Cam, we give it full marks. Night vision is a Security Baron necessary feature, and the Wyze Cam actually performs well here with its 4 infrared LED sensors, which is what we like to see whenever we're looking at a camera. We like that infrared LED. We don't want lights going off or things like that to kind of alert any potential intruder that they're being watched. So the Wyze Cam definitely does well, and we give it full marks for night vision and the Security Baron necessary features test. Local and cloud storage are Security Baron necessary features, and the Wyze Cam does really well here. It has both a local storage option and 14 days of cloud storage absolutely free. So when it comes to the Security Baron necessary features of local and cloud storage, the Wyze Cam gets full marks. Now, a little camera like this and the Security Baron necessary feature of smart platform integration can't be compatible, right? No, we are wrong. It has Amazon Alexa capabilities along with IFTTT. Now, if you're a Google Assistant person, this is out for you. If you're an Apple HomeKit person, out for you. But when it comes to Amazon Alexa, it pairs well, and you can talk directly to your Alexa and get the responses you need. So when it comes to Wyze Cam and the smart platform integration necessary feature, we give it full marks. Artificial intelligence is a Security Baron necessary feature. And typically when we think about artificial intelligence, we're thinking about pet detection, person detection, facial recognition technology, and you're not going to find any of those in the Wyze Cam, which honestly is not too surprising. However, they do say that they use artificial intelligence to know when a CO2 alarm is going off or a smoke detector. So there is artificial intelligence in terms of it being able to know what is going on in your home, essentially turning your other devices into smart devices. But it does not have artificial intelligence in the traditional way that we think about it here at Security Brand. So we're gonna give it half marks for the Security Brand necessary feature of artificial intelligence. Convenience is maybe my favorite Security Brand necessary feature, and when it comes to the Wyze Cam, it does super well. I basically had it set up from start to finish in 3 minutes. You download the app, you plug in the Wyze Cam, you show the app to the camera itself, it scans the QR code, and you're set. I named the space, I named the cam, and I was ready to go. I really can't ask for an easier experience when it comes to setting up a security camera, so we give it full marks when it comes to convenience and the Security Brand necessary features test. Value is a Security Brand necessary feature, and the Wyze Cam does tremendously, coming in at $20. $20 gets you Amazon Alexa integration, 1080p, a host of other features, and we really can't say much more about it than it does so well for so little. So when it comes to value and the Security Brand necessary features test, the Wyze Cam gets full marks. All right, okay, wait, quick break. I have to admit that I'm very impressed by the feature set on the Wyze Cam, and I was actually just wondering which of its features most blows away our viewers. So if you want to leave us a comment below, just so I can get an idea of which one of the elements of this $20 camera is the most impressive to you, I'd really appreciate it. Okay, all right, let's get back to the video. So now that we've discussed what the Wyze Cam can do, let's talk about what that user experience is like through the app. Now, in the Google Play Store, it gets 3.4 out of 5 stars, and in the Apple App Store, it gets 3.5 out of 5 stars. And the general consensus seems to be that it's a pretty middle-of-the-road app, with the issue plaguing a lot of consumers being related to the high-definition video, with the app asking them to rather have their video record in 720, and even doing that in a live stream. So that can be an issue caused by a lot of different factors, but that's something that we wanted to mention. So as we've seen the general consensus, let's look into mine experience on the Apple iPhone. So here we are looking at the Wyze Cam mobile application as it works on my iPhone 10. Now, the app starts the way you want any security camera app to start, which is essentially just looking at what's most important, the live stream. So here I am in the live stream, it's going high definition. I'm not having any problems in high definition, as some people have noted. And you just note that there it is, and look, here I am. So it works pretty well, and you get all of your options right below. So you have sound, which I currently have off, so we don't have that issue that you get with having to listen to yourself a million times. You got record, speak, take photo, and then more. So let's just jump right into them as they come across on your screen. Now here's sound. And so now you can hear the echo. So turn that off quickly, and then I can also just go ahead and start recording whatever I'd like. And that icon you see denoted by the camera symbol. So now I'm recording this video that we're taking, and it's pretty straightforward. You also note that it tells you now that there's someone in the frame with that green motion over my face, and that's where the motion is, and that's really useful. So let's go ahead and stop this recording. Now if it saves that directly to the album. Now if I wanted to speak, I could speak by holding on to the microphone, which is the very central icon. So that is the two-way audio demonstrated on the Wyze Cam, and it's really useful to be able to have that. So if I were in another room and I hit that Wyze Cam speak button, I could talk to someone as I'm looking at them. So that's really crucial. And finally, on the right side, before you get to more, you see take photo. So let's take a nice candid here. Wow, now we've created a photo, and that will also save. Now if I click on more, you get motion tagging, which I can turn off. So now you see that that green box that I spoke about earlier is gone, because now there's motion tagging is turned off. So I want to turn motion tagging back on, and here we go. Now anytime there's any motion on the screen, you will get it surrounded in that green box. I can look at the albums. I've got video album. I just took that video you just saw. There's our photo that we took, and now you can see it in the photo album. So that's a really useful element to just be able to know exactly where your files are very quickly. Now you can also do a time lapse, but that requires us to go ahead and install that micro SD card into the camera. Now if you want to go into the top left corner, you'll see where it says HD. So we're streaming in HD right now. And right below that, you actually get your kilobytes per second number. If I wanted to go down to standard definition or even 360p, those are all options as you see here. So I can hit SD, 360p, but let's keep it in high definition since we have that ability. On the right side, you have auto, or you can turn on night vision by pressing there. I've just turned on night vision, so now you see the vision looks a little different. Let me go back to auto, since we're actually have the lights on, and there's the normal vision. Now, in the upper right-hand corner, you see the gear, the gear icon, which typically denotes that that is your setting. So if I tap on settings, I can look at the name of the camera, which I've named Bear and Hideaway, since this camera seems to be so easy to kind of hide in any spot due to its size and its adhesive nature. I can do event recording. So this will basically have the camera record an event depending on detecting the motion or detecting sound, and I can get a push notification, which you saw at the beginning of this video when I started to move in front of the camera. Now I can turn off detect motion so it won't record then. I can turn on detect sound so that it'll start to record once it hears a sound, or I can turn both of them off. Now for schedule, you can set it in different ways. If I turn off all day, it'll only record during these periods. That is a really useful thing if you don't want to feel like you're being spied on in your own home. I, kind of go back and forth on that, but just for now, let's keep it on all day. But it's definitely useful to have. So you note that the default for scheduling is 9 to 6, which is typically the times that people are not at home if they're in an office environment. So I think that's really cool that it comes with that as the default. Going out of here, you can look at your detection settings, setting your motion detection settings at a various level, and your sound detections at various levels. So right now we're in the middle, not low and not high for both, but it's really fascinating that you can actually work with that so as to try to decrease false alarms, or if you don't want it going off for any little thing, you can really try to set that up to your liking. Now there are alarm settings, and this is cool because this is one of the artificial intelligence elements of the Wyze Cam, where it uses artificial intelligence to let you know if a smoke alarm has gone off or a carbon monoxide alarm has gone off. So that's really useful. I keep both of those on at all times because you want to definitely know if that's something that's going on. Now in your advanced settings, you can look at your local storage options. So you can record to a micro SD card. You can change your night vision mode, decide if you want the camera status on. You can rotate your images, timestamp, watermark, show the Wyze logo or turn it off if you don't like it. You can decide whether or not you want to record sound on your videos or even just sync the time. So that's really great to have in terms of options for really just customizing your Wyze Cam experience and your Wyze Cam mobile application. If I wanted to share, I could send someone through an email address so they also have access to this Wyze Cam. If I had a spouse or someone who I felt needed to be able to see what was going on. And then the final one is your information regarding what you have going on with your particular camera. So this is the Wyze Cam version 2. Now if I go out of this, go to the home page, you'll see at the bottom, you've got home, events, discover, shop, and account. So I can look at the various events that have taken place. I can look at the various things that are accessible through Wyze Labs, which is kind of interesting. I can even share things. I can shop for more cameras right there in the app, or I can just look at my particular account, which talks about device sharing, order history, notifications, shortcut history, app settings, help and feedback, and of course, your about page with your terms and conditions and privacy policy. Let's get a final look at the high definition on the Wyze Cam home security camera as seen through the mobile application on my iPhone 10. Here I am checking out the video quality on the Wyze Cam. Now, it's impressive. It's 1080p high definition video, and it really shows. It has this motion detection, of course, that you see in those green boxes that show up whenever I move my hands on one side or another. And while it only has a 110-degree field of view, it's only about 10 shy of what we like to see of 120. And don't forget about this digital zoom, which we'll show with our globe test. So we can go in, check out exactly what's happened on the globe. All right, Africa, there we go. You can really kind of make out these continents and countries on the map. And that's really useful for us here at Security Baron just to know. So that's the video quality on the Wyze Cam. Here I am checking out the night vision on the Wyze Cam. Now, I don't know what it is about night vision. It always makes me want to talk more quietly on camera. But you got to get over that and just talk about the fact that you can see pretty well on the night vision on the Wyze Cam. You've got 4 infrared LED sensors that really allow for you to catch what's happening on screen, especially if I go in and do some digital zooming there. Like what, you can really make me out, you know? The beard provides a nice contrast. And if we go and were to do our globe test, you can see quite well. I'm actually really impressed that a $20 camera, I know I keep stressing this price point, but I'm super impressed that it has such clear night vision. So here we are, checking out the night vision on the Wyze Cam. So let's review how the Wyze Cam performed on the Security Baron Necessary Features test. Video quality, full marks. The Wyze Cam has 1080p high definition video, 110-degree field of view, and 8 times digital zoom, which really allows you to get a clear picture. Two-way audio, full marks. The Wyze Cam has two-way audio that really lets you have a conversation with someone in a room, no matter where you happen to be in the world. Night vision, full marks. With 4 infrared LED sensors, the Wyze Cam allows for a pretty decent picture even at night. Local and cloud storage, full marks. The Wyze Cam has local storage and 14-day free cloud storage, which really puts it ahead of a lot of its peers. Smart platform integration, full marks. The Wyze Cam comes with Amazon Alexa and IFTTT, which really allows for a smart platform integration that you would not typically expect with a camera as affordable as the Wyze Cam. Artificial intelligence, half marks. The Wyze Cam does not come with facial recognition, pet detection, or even person detection, but it does use artificial intelligence to let you know when a CO2 or smoke alarm has gone off. Convenience, full marks. The Wyze Cam was a breeze to set up and took me less than 5 minutes from beginning to end. Value, full marks. The Wyze Cam comes in at $20, making it incredibly affordable, yet has a lot of the features that you'd expect with something that costs $100. So the value is really unmissable. Now we've come a long way with the Wyze Cam, and ultimately I know what you want to know, and that is this cam right for me? And you know, if you need artificial intelligence like person detection, pet detection, or an advanced feature like facial recognition, then yeah, you're not going to get it with the Wyze Cam. However, if you're looking for a camera that will just work and be convenient and integrate with your smart platform, as long as it's Amazon Alexa, then you really can't look any further. My personal take in terms of value and convenience, the Wyze Cam simply cannot be beaten. And it's really impressive, comes with a lot in such a small package at such an affordable price. So that's our review of the Wyze Cam home security camera. If you appreciated today's video, give us a like and hit that subscribe button. As always, this is Gabe at Security Baron. Be secure.